Welcome to a new Planetary and Seismic update. This is going to be a short update because it's very warm in here. We could say it's hot and the airco is not working, so this is going to be a pretty short update. Okay, let's have a look at the seismic activity that we had in the previous time frame. We had a cluster of stronger earthquakes with the lunar peaks here on the 9th and on the 10th. and then we had this arc with Mercury at the right angle, stationary because it happened 2 times here. And with those lunar peaks and that arc, nothing really happened. This is very interesting. So we had these lunar peaks and I did anticipate stronger seismic activity here, especially around the 14th. But nothing happened at the time of this right angle geometry arc with Mercury. The seismic increase happened when the Venus lined up with the Sun, after Venus lined up with the Sun and Neptune at the time of new moon here, and then at the end of this arc, this right angle geometry with Mercury, that's where the seismic increase then happened. So this has been very quiet here and all happened at the end. And this is not just some seismic increases, not just some temporal clustering. We had 3 magnitude 6 earthquakes, actually 4. Mindanao 6.2 could be considered an aftershock, but the timing is interesting. 6.7 Sulawesi, Indonesia, 6.3 Northern Qinghai, China, and then a 6.6 on the Mid-Atlantic Ridge here on the 17th. So we had 4 magnitude 6 earthquakes in just 3 days. This is way above average. The typical temporal clustering of stronger earthquakes in unrelated faults. Very interesting. Okay, let's have a look at the coming time frame here. We have Venus, Sun, Saturn. That was yesterday on its own. Well, I don't think it's going to do much. We have 2 lunar peaks, could trigger some seismic increase. I think this is today here on the 19th. This is semi-right angle geometry of the moon, and also here on the 20th. It may not be all that much. Then we have some convergence here on the 22nd, 23rd. This is Venus, Mars, Jupiter at the right angle. Probably not critical. Moon, Earth, Saturn in an opposition, and also Moon, Earth, Neptune in an opposition. That could trigger increased seismic activity, especially here around the 23rd. Then we have Mercury, Sun, Uranus on the 25th, followed by a high lunar peak because we have an opposition with Mars and also with Uranus, and that could also trigger increased seismic activity, possibly even into the 6 magnitude range around the 27th, maybe 28th if it arrives a bit late. Check out the latest updates on the website and also in our social media. Stay safe everyone, and until next time.